Please welcome our next speaker, Ethan Lewis, presenting Technological De-Evolution, How Automation Emasculates the Working Class.
Civilization is centered around work. Work provides a stable income for a healthy citizenry. Work builds social status for those ambitious enough to seek it. Work provides purpose without which man would be complacent and discontent. In other words, work is the center of a fruitful, fulfilled life. Especially in the context of our current pandemic, the dissatisfaction of a slothful, workless life is being experienced by more and more people every day. Thank God this crisis will end and things will go back to normal, right? What if this stay-at-home lockdown was only the beginning? What if your means to a living, social status, and purpose were taken away? What if work fundamentally changed? Factory robot arms, artificial intelligence, and self-driving automobiles are right around the corner. But these innovations follow a dangerous trend, a trend towards automation. By neglectfully allowing innovation to progress without asking important ethical or pragmatic questions, we are setting ourselves up to be robbed of work. And in a society where work is the means to an income, citizens may find themselves not only purposeless, but penniless. Even with this looming threat, however, automation remains the next step in moral, economic, and social progress. Productive revolutions all show that citizens opt for the most innovative option, usually for the better. Automation could be this next revolution. If regulated properly, automation could end menial work, bringing greater fulfillment and prosperity for all. With machines taking simple jobs, human labor could be channeled towards more creative pursuits, like streamlining the assembly line one once worked on, or increasing the efficiency of irrigation in the field one once farmed in. But what constitutes proper regulation? Why think regulation isn't necessary at all? How can we know the proper path forward? A substantial portion of the population, young and old, left and right, believe that concern over automation is nothing but frenzied panic. They state that similar technological shifts have occurred in the past and that it has been for the better. What they fail to realize, however, is that automation is unlike any past advancement. Prior technological shifts affected only one industry at a time. The ATM, for example, profoundly impacted banking, but stayed out of manufacturing, entertainment, and all other industries. Automation, on the other hand, is all-encompassing. Google, Uber, and Tesla have engineered fully functioning, self-driving cars. Japan houses several fully automated 24/7 manufacturing centers, and even McDonald's is adopting kiosk ordering at their newest locations. These far-reaching effects of automation are caused by the multi-purpose nature of modern innovation. While in the past, advancing the plow would have little effect on the efficiency of the conveyor belt, increasing the precision of a factory's robot arm means similar development in a machine that can pick delicate crops. The trend from industry-specific technology to a more Swiss Army knife type of innovation has profoundly impacted all aspects of American society. These effects, in particular job losses, are most notable in manufacturing. According to a study conducted by the Social Security Administration, the percentage of Americans on disability has doubled since 1980, with most checks concentrated in areas that used to house the manufacturing capitals of the United States. And although the income from these checks is less than the earnings from that of a real job, even at minimum wage, citizens often find themselves with no opportunity for work and are thus incentivized to remain on disability to receive some form of income. A poor, destitute, disabled population are the fruits of widespread automation, as shown by the areas most heavily affected. Although many agree that the future of unregulated automation is bleak, a substantial portion still oppose preventative action. They believe that the job market will fix itself as workers retrain themselves for jobs of the future. However, faith in current retraining programs is misplaced. The Trade Adjustment Assistance Program, the largest retraining program in the United States, employed only 37% of participants in fields they retrained for. Even worse, on average, TAA participants received a lower salary than their non-TAA comparison group after a 4-year follow-up period. Retraining showed no substantial improvement in the lives of displaced workers. Demonstrated by the failure of TAA, retraining will not work. Is society destined to become jobless? Is there a solution that can both maintain the well-being of the working class, but also allow for technological progress? Enter tax breaks. If the US government were to provide tax breaks to businesses that meet a certain human quota, there would be an economic boom. Employment would become lucrative for employers, but automation would remain a viable option if the amount saved on wages outweighed that saved from the tax breaks. Business owners could choose their own productive means while maintaining the income of the working class. Furthermore, this solution provides an effective model for progression. As automation becomes more and more productive, it will slowly phase out the tax breaks as the more financially practical choice. Businesses can thoroughly decide for themselves when to move on from human employment, providing ample transition time for the older generation to retire and the younger to adopt essential skill sets. When it comes to automation, certain economic, ethical, and societal conditions must be met. Tax breaks foster all these conditions. They encourage human employment, but afford freedom in employment practices. Whatever your job, whatever your income, whatever your social status, whoever you are, whoever you want to be, automation will profoundly impact your way of life. Will it be for better or for worse? In our work, vote, and in every way we can, we must ensure that the future remains productive and that jobs, for the near future at least, remain human. Thank you.